dropping back, it's Roberson. The sweet feet buy a little time. And they keep him out of the end zone. He's run out of bounds at the 5.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on 4th down with the heat. The UMass offense returns to the field. The Minutemen backs against the wall deep in their own end here on 1st down. Trying to start the drive with a pass. That internal clock just didn't move fast enough, and they get him for a safety. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
Well, you came into this one thinking it might be a defensive struggle, and how about this unit? How aggressive have they been early in the game? They're just getting after their opponent, and they come away scoring the first points of the game here in the second quarter with a safety.
The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
And the Bulls in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Just a short pass to the tight end. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
How about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch?
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. He wants to change this route. Looking for a man, it's Roberson. Showing the arm strength to the left. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Leaves it with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. The Bulls will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. And the ball will come to rest just inside the 40-yard line. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, Brady.
And try to find something hot.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. UMass to the line facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. Breaks into the open. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. UMass getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Pressure coming. Had to throw it before he wanted. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Got it behind the line. It's Price. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Back to pass. It's Jordan. There's the pressure. And they'll miss the connection here on third down. UMass will line up to punt it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground covered to pick up the first. After that last completion, it's second down. Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. And they can't make the connection.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you can tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet and saying, hey, that's my bad.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Henderson. Turning it on. Oh, he got loose. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Looking to buy time. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He might want another play. Looking downfield, it's Roberson. Under fire. That's reeled in. It's Morrow. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Bulls line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Snow. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Wants to throw on first down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On third down, he drops to throw. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Amherst. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's head back to our team inside Alumni Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Bulls will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they'd get him on the ground at the 20. The UMass offense returns to the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions. The coaching staff met in at half.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Jordan. Under fire. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Well, the defense knew coming into the second half here, they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home, and they did there on third down.
Looking down the middle. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. UMass will line up to punt it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Rides the back on the option, the give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Looking to pass. It's Roberson. Bought a little time, lets it go. Good timing on the quick out.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The option look. He'll pitch it. Makes a man miss. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
The offense changing the play. He wants to throw it. Touchdown, Buffalo! Quick strike through the air for the score. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And now they'll try to get the two-point conversion, guys.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking to throw, it's Jordan. Caught in the backfield, it's Price. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. UMass just trying to get some of that yardage back here on second down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
UMass will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the catch right at the 50. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. To the air on first down. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Here comes the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. We'll send the tight end in motion. To the ground with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
UMass will line up to punt it away. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. That fumble in Frost territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, And those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Oh, it's picked off, and boy, did this D need that. Takes it the other way.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Back to throw, it's Jordan. Finds his big tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. We've reached the break. Buffalo has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the right. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Bunch formation for these receivers. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Looking to throw on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
What a beautiful day for the defense. A sack for you, a sack for you. Everybody gets a sack. Everything good happening for this defense.
To the air on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
UMass has a long, long way to go here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest the deepest, widest the widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead.
Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. They'll run the toss. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
Looking for a man. It's Gray. Finds his tight end. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
No doubt the offense at this point of the game with the lead late, they're going to try and run the football, and they're going to try and bleed the clock. They need all ball carriers to stay in bounds to keep this clock ticking, just like that guy did there.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
And the Bulls are marching down the field. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to go up top on first down. Rushes on him. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. So now it's second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Takes the easy one to the back.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Swings it out to the flat. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Looking to throw, it's Gray. Here comes the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The handoff, keep working on that clock. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Bulls need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Hauls it in. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on first and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And the offense trying now to put this thing away. They're going to keep running the football to keep bleeding the clock. They've got the lead here laid now down by the goal line. Just take as many seconds off the clock as you can before snapping this football and keep running it.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Trying play action. Here's a heat. He wants it all. Touchdown, Buffalo! And the route is on. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end. But all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. To the air, it's Jordan. Fires to the tight end. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Adkins. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Looking downfield on first down. Looking to scramble. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. UMass quickly back to the line. Lost to fire on second down. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game tonight.
Third down play from the gun. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. On fourth down, going to the air. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. He's out of bounds and short, just short of the line to gain, and it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll start this drive from the 42. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He has the first and still on his feet. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course,
there he goes. Quick step and go. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the fourth quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
Wants to throw. It's Gray. Unleashes one deep. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be second down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Finds a tight end. That had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? This third down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meat face, ball game over.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jeff...